Anyway, I'm Chris, and just a little bit about myself. I work for Hunter.io. I'm not sure if it's quite familiar with you guys since I know most are into web dev instead of SEO. And I also have a small SEO agency called Linkforge Digital. So before we start, is there anyone here who's into SEO or who wants to learn about SEO or who's working as an SEO specialist? Oh, nice. There's quite a few. Good. At least we'll understand each other. So, what about anyone who is not familiar with SEO or this is the first time that they've heard about SEO? Okay. There's also a few. SEO is actually a friend of WordPress developers because once you're done with the website, SEO takes over. So now my topic is about transforming off-page SEO with smart tools and techniques. Oops. Okay, there. All right. So in SEO, there are actually three pillars, which is on-page SEO, technical SEO, and off-page SEO. We're going to tackle a bit of information about these three. Okay. So first off is on-page SEO. This actually deals with content, optimizing the content or the articles in a website, the HTML, and meta tags on your site. So the key elements of on-page SEO is keyword optimization, meta descriptions, title tags, and internal linking. Now, for technical SEO, it's all about improving the technical aspects for better crawling and indexing. So from what I understand, most WordPress developers are closer to technical SEO because they have to mobilize the website. So they have to take care of the site speed. They have to make sure that the website is mobile friendly. They have to take care of the SSL certificates and XML sitemaps. So if you're a WordPress developer and would want to dive into SEO, I believe technical SEO would be the best for you to start. And the last one is off-page SEO. So it's all about enhancing the authority of a website and reputation through external activities. The key elements are the backlinks, social media signals, brand mentions, and content distribution. Now, a lot of people are always asking, is off-page SEO important? Is it important for a website? Is it important for a business? The answer is definitely yes, it is important because through off-page SEO, you're able to build your website's authority and trustworthiness, which directly impacts search engine rankings, and search engine rankings impact your revenue. If you are familiar with SEO, you would know that whenever Google rolls their updates, a lot of SEO specialists would cry because one update from Google, it could crash your website and it could turn your profit from 1 million to 0. So that's how important it is. Okay. Now for off-page SEO, for off-page SEO, we always prefer high-quality backlinks, so we prioritize authoritative and relevant sites. We also try to maximize and utilize AI-powered tools and other software, smart tools, as well as incorporate them in certain techniques for our strategies. It also involves content-driven strategies. Now, if you are able to have a well-written content, it could naturally attract traffic to your site. Now, for backlinks, it is actually very important because authoritative sites are a key ranking factor in SEO. It does not only improve your website's visibility and credibility, but it also gives you, let's just say, a better standing with Google. Now, when we talk about off-page SEO, you heard me mention about link building several times. The reason for that is the main ingredient for off-page SEO is actually link building. So when you build links, all the other strategies for off-page SEO comes with it. So it's a whole process. Now, at the end of this session, I would try my best to help you guys learn how to do off-page SEO so that when you leave this room, you would have an idea on how you can start off-page SEO or link building, the strategies that you need to use, the tools that you will be using until the time that you will be getting the backlinks. All right, so first off, let's talk about relevance. When we are linking sites, when I say relevant, it should be important to your industry. For example, my company is hunter.io, and this is a website. It's called Vents Magazine. So hunter.io is a software company that offers services in finding professional email addresses. So I would say that this website is not relevant because it talks about anything and everything under the sun. In short, this is actually a PBN website. So it's not a relevant site, it's not even a good website to link in. On the other hand, this website, clean.email, is also a SaaS. This is also a software. It offers services to clean your inboxes. Therefore, I would say that this is the relevant one. Now, since this website is relevant, I will reach out to them for a backlink. Now, when we say authority again, you would see here the standing or the metrics for Vents Magazine. So these are the statistics, and you would see that it's in red, so it means it's not really good. You would also see their trend. This is their traffic, so it's going down. And that is one of the major factors that you have to check whenever you are checking for websites to link to. On the other hand, for clean.email, you would see that almost everything is in green. Their traffic is 256,000 per month. So that's a really great website to link to. You would also see that all their other trends is steady and going up. So there's no drop. That is a good website. Okay. Now, whenever you are placing backlinks, it is not possible to just insert it randomly. So you would see other link builders or companies that they just want the quantity of the links. So even if it is not natural, they would just put it there. But Google knows how to detect that, so it should not be. As you can see here, this is the link that we got from clean.email, and we were added as an email verification tool. It is very relevant and natural because email verification is also a product that is being offered by Hunter. So that is how you get a good link. Now, let's talk about the link building strategies that drives growth. For the link building strategies that I'm going to teach you, this is also the first step that you have to do in link building. So no matter what the strategy you will be using, the first step would always be your strategy, and then afterwards, I will teach you later on the next step. But first, let's talk about these strategies. So first one is content-driven link building, guest posting for backlinks, skyscraper technique, broken link building, and unlinked mentions. All right, let's talk about content-driven link building first. For content-driven link building, I'm gonna teach you how to do it and what tool you're going to use to do this kind of strategy. So the primary tool is Ahrefs. Is anyone here familiar with Ahrefs? Yeah. So that's the primary tool. All right. The first step is to identify the content gaps. So say, for example, my company is hunter.io. All you have to do is enter your website under search in Ahrefs, and it will show you your competitors. You will see our competitors here. So the next step is for you to copy these competitors, and then you go to Ahrefs competitive analysis. There, it's up. And then you enter your website, and then enter the competitors that we saw earlier, and then just click on show keyword opportunities. Now, once you actually click on show keyword opportunities, there will be like thousands of keywords that will pop up. What you have to do is to filter your results. So it's up to you how you want to filter it. They are all here. You just click, and then you have to find the topics that you are interested in and that are undercovered. For me, I would personally choose this because it has a high volume of searches but low keyword difficulty. Okay, let's talk about this more. So this was the keyword that we were talking about earlier. If you see here, the keyword difficulty is 4, which means it is very easy to rank. If we're going to create a content using this keyword, we will be able to rank in Google in no time. You will also see that it's a win-win because the search volume is around 1,800. So for just a few backlinks, this is the potential search volume, and this is the potential traffic volume. So when you are choosing a potential keyword, these 3 should be met: low keyword difficulty, high search volume, and high traffic potential. If you are going to choose a keyword that's very difficult and you are not like the top company in your niche, it's going to be useless because you will not rank. So you're just wasting your resources. All right, now that you have the keyword, what you need to do is to write an in-depth article or guide that offers unique insights or data, and then you will have to promote your content. Okay, so this is the keyword that we had earlier. What you need to do before writing your content is to find the article, the top article for this keyword. Once you found the top article, you have to use that structure to write your own article, but make it better. So that will be your basis. You can use more than one article, so you can use like the top 3 articles for that keyword. And after that, once you have written your article, you go to that page for that article, you check their backlinks and see where they are linking. Now that you have the list of websites where they are linking, just export it from Ahrefs. And you could also reach out to these websites and offer your content and let them know that this content is updated or it is better. Would you mind linking to it? So that's one of the techniques for content-driven strategy. Right. Another, you can also use the keyword. So you just go to Content Explorer and then enter the keyword, click search. Once you are there, you could use different filters to lessen the search results. So usually we choose English, the live ones, and which DR would you want to start from, which traffic would you want to start from. You can choose other filters here. Now when you are satisfied with the filters and results, just export it and you have a ready list for outreach. And you are already sure that the list that you have is good because they are already talking about the topic that you want to talk about. So using this tool and using this method makes your job a lot easier and more efficient. You can get a lot of things done in just a few seconds rather than manually checking, oh, which article talks about this. So that's just a complete waste of time. All right. An alternative to Ahrefs for content-driven link building is SEMrush. So if you do not want to use Ahrefs, you could also use SEMrush. They have the same function. Just there are some differences, but they work well. However, personally, most uses Ahrefs. Next, let's go to guest posting for backlinks. A lot of people find guest posting a bit difficult, but I'll teach you a secret today. The first, we will be using both Ahrefs and Google for this one. So for Ahrefs, it's very easy. So you just go to Ahrefs Site Explorer to analyze your competitor backlinks. So say, for example, your competitor, I'm not from Hunter, for example, and my competitor is hunter.io, I would just enter their website and click on backlinks, and then see all the links that they have. And for you to know which ones are guest posts and which ones are not, just go to the filter and filter it by author. You just have to know, you just have to find out who is their persona for the company. So for our company, it's my colleague, Antonio. I just have to input his name here, and boom, all the guest posts that Hunter has ever written is all here. You can steal it easily. Kidding. No. But yeah, you can reach out to these websites and then offer to create guest posts for them too. So that's how you do it. Now, using Google, if you do not have any budget and you are starting, you could also use Google by using search operators. So you could just enter their in title, and then you could double quote right for us and which topic. And it will show you the websites that accepts guest posts that are related to the topic or to the keyword that you have just entered. So all you have to do is download them or copy them one by one, reach out to them. You could also use other keywords like guest posts or author. So this works, and then just enter whichever keyword that you are looking for. Another thing is you could just enter guest post and then a general topic. So if you're in digital marketing, just enter digital marketing. So it's a main topic, and then you can just niche down the topics after you get approved for a guest post. All right, the next one is the skyscraper technique. The primary tool for skyscraper technique, again, is Ahrefs. So the first step that you need to do is to find a popular content. So for example, I cannot see it. What was my example? So the content that you want to write is how to create a website. So all you have to do is enter it here under Content Explorer, and then you will be able to see a lot of articles that are talking about how to create a website. So what you can actually do is export these, and then you just have to check which of those that you have exported is the best, and try to create a new article or improve your existing article so that it will be better than those top articles. Now that you, if you're able to update your information or to write a new and better article, you can go back to the under content-driven strategy earlier and check where they are linking to, and then reach out to those sites and offer your content for them to link to as a resource or as a reference. I understand that I've been talking about reaching out, but I'm not teaching you how. I will teach you after we talk about the strategies. So the next strategy is broken link building. Primary tool again is Ahrefs. So all you have to do is enter the website. So say for example, sorry GoDaddy, your competitor is GoDaddy. So just enter GoDaddy's website. You will see there all the articles that they have links to, and then just click on broken links, and you would see here all of GoDaddy's non-existing articles, and also you will see here where they are linked to. So you could also be more specific. Say, for example, you found a GoDaddy article here. You could just change this search into that one, and then search. You will see how many backlinks they have built and which sites they have built that link to that article. Now, since their article is broken, it's up for steal. So you have to write your own article, which is better, and then reach out to these websites, let them know that, oh, I see that you're linking to this site from GoDaddy, but it seems your article is broken. I have an article similar to this, but much better. It is updated. Can you link to it instead? So that's how you do it. It doesn't sound good, but that's how off-page SEO works. You have to be very resourceful. All right. So yeah, here's the replacement. As I told you before, reach out to them. All right, and the last one that we're gonna talk about is unlinked mentions. So we're going to leverage mention.com for your unlinked mentions, but I'm also going to teach you how to use a free tool after this. So for unlinked mentions, all you have to do is go to mention.com. So, and then, okay, let me just show you how. So this is the interface for mention.com. You just have to enter the keywords for the unlinked mention that you want to. It is better if you would just enter like the name of your company, say Hostinger. So just put there Hostinger, and mention will alert you whenever Hostinger is mentioned. And then once you see that Hostinger is mentioned, you could just verify if it is linked or not. So if it is not yet linked, it's very easy to get in touch with that website and ask them, you mentioned about our company Hostinger, would you mind linking to it? And then whatever offer you're gonna give them in return. For unlinked mention, if you already have Ahrefs, rather than going to mention.com, you could also just go to Content Explorer and then there. So if your company is Hostinger, just put their Hostinger and click search. And then everything that, every article that mentions Hostinger will pop up here. Just go to highlight unlinked and enter the website for Hostinger, so that for everything that is not, that mentions Hostinger but is not linked to Hostinger, it will show up here. So it's very easy. You could also set it up for alerts, so you will receive emails whenever there are mentions for your company. So that's how you do unlinked mentions. Now, let's go to competitor analysis. This is really inevitable. The primary tool again is Ahrefs. So competitor analysis is necessary in digital marketing, especially in SEO, because the goal is for you to get ahead of your competitors. The goal is if you are on the third place, you have to go to the first place. If you are on the first place, you have to check the second and third places, because you cannot take the risk of them overtaking you. So it's very tough. It's challenging. It's a bit funny because it feels like you are stalking, always stalking the competitors, but that's how it is. All right, so for competitor analysis, you just have to go to your dashboard for Ahrefs and enter the name or the company or website for your competitor, and you can check where they are getting their links from. So you will see there under backlinks here, just click backlinks, and then you can actually filter to make your life easier. So what's the DR of the websites that you want to reach out to? What's the traffic of the websites that you want to reach out to, so that it would only show you the websites that you would like to see. Now, the next step that you will do is to compare your backlink profile to the backlink profile of the competitors. So which websites do they have links to that you don't have yet? So that's the goal. Now, once you have that, then you would also reach out to those websites where your competitors have links, but you do not have yet. So it's also similar to the topic that we discussed earlier on searching for content. Right. So say, for example, for GoDaddy, your competitor is GoDaddy, so you are not from GoDaddy. You will just check their websites, so you can see it here. And you could just click on top pages. Okay, there. Click on top pages. You will see all the top pages for GoDaddy. So once you check their top pages and your content is not on top or is not ranking well, you have to see, oh, what makes their content better than mine? That's when you can redo your content, or if you don't have a content on that topic, create one that is better, and then go to the backlink profile for that certain article and reach out to where they are getting their links to. All right, now that we are done with the strategies, the next thing that you will be doing is to do the outreach and to build your links. So whatever you do, the next step will always be outreach. Based on what we have discussed, you will have a ready list. All you have to do is to clean it up a bit and remove the sites that you don't really want or the bad sites, because Ahrefs is also not perfect, so you have to do it. You have to do it manually, just a fast check if all the websites are good or not. And then you can use hunter.io for outreach. It is an all-in-one tool. Okay. You will need to find the contacts or the contact person for these websites that you will need to reach out to. And it is made easier by email finders and email verifiers such as hunter.io. So you can actually find the email address of a contact person by company. So just go to domain search under Hunter's dashboard, so here, and then click or enter the website. You see GoDaddy, and then it will show you all the contact information of people that are active in GoDaddy. You see it says verified, and it's in green, which means this is a very sure email because it's verified, the person is still working there. All you have to do is find the right contact person. So if you're looking for the editor or you're looking for their SEO specialist, then you can do that. Another one is if you already know the name of the person, but you don't know his email address. So say, for example, you know my colleague Antonio, and you know that he is from hunter.io, but you don't know his email, just enter his full name and the website and click on find, and it will show you his email address. We can also do the reverse. You have the email address, but you don't know the full name of that person, or you're not sure if that email is actually valid. So you can use Hunter's email verifier. Just enter the email address and click verify. It will show you if the email address is valid and the status of the email address. So if it is in green, then you are sure that you have the right email address. But if not, of course, you can use alternative methods. And also, if you have like a list, so you don't have to do it manually, you can just go to bulk tasks and choose which one you would like to use in getting the email addresses. Is it using the website, or you're going to use the first name, last name, and company, or you want to verify emails? And then just select the file. However, you have to upload your file as CSV only. If you're going to upload it as Excel or Excel, it's not going to work, so it has to be CSV. So aside from these that I've taught you, there are also a lot of other ways to find an email address, but we're short of time, so I'm just going to give you this reference so you could just check on it. It will show you where you could find the email address. Right. Okay. The next one, of course, is to personalize. So once you have used Hunter to find the email and you are ready, you could just go to Hunter Campaigns to create your email. So it's actually very easy. It's user-friendly. Just enter the email address where you would want to receive the replies, your subject line, and of course, your email copy. And then create your follow-up email so that they will automatically send. You don't have to send it yourself manually. And then once your campaigns has been sent, you could actually track your responses. So under statistics, you will see the number of emails sent, opened, clicked, replied. And for this one, you can mark it as successful as you deem. So if you're after links and you got a link from this site, then you could just mark it successful. So this is the only manual thing that you have to do. You could also track the performance per week, per month, per day, and it will show you all the details on this Yeah, on the left part, under reporting, so everything is gonna show you numbers. It's easier for client reporting, and it's also easier for testing because you would see which one is working and which one is not working. We always recommend that you do your A/B testing because what might work for us might not work for you. So that's the use of those metrics that I've showed you before. Oh, and by the way, Hunter Campaigns is for free. So even if you are a freelancer and you would like to find more clients using emails, you would like to send mass emails to potential clients, you could use it because it's absolutely for free. And here are other resources. If you are an SEO specialist, you could check this one. All of these, we have tested them. It took months, even years to complete the tests, but we can assure you these ones are working. We also have a free cold email course. So all you have to do is enter your email address and you will get the free course. All right. Now, say for example, you just want to expand your opportunities. You want to find new clients, or you're looking for something different. You could use Hunter's AI. So it's called Hunter Discover. So all you have to do is enter here your search. So let's see. All right. Just enter here, say you're looking for digital marketing agencies. So enter it here and narrow down your search if you want to. So where is the marketing agency located? Should it be in the United States? How big is the company that you're looking for? And then just click on search and it will show you everything. You don't have to go to Ahrefs anymore. And once you have the list, you could just choose to click this, or there's also the bulk option. So it will find the email addresses of all these companies that you're looking for. So in just a few seconds with the AI, you have a lot of prospects that you can reach out to. You don't even have to sweat. You just have to narrow it down and then find the email address of those that you are interested in to reach out to. Okay, so now that we're done there, I'll just give you a brief introduction of ChatGPT 4 off-page SEO and where you could actually use it. So you could use it for content ideas for the blog post. Once you have the keyword, all you have to do is use specialized prompts. Then you could also use it to personalize your outreach or your email copy for your cold email. And you can use it to help you interpret the data from Ahrefs for competitor analysis. It can help you create a content plan for your social media content. It can also help you with FAQs and responses. So it just has to do something with the prompt, which has been discussed earlier in one of the presentations. So in summary, you can use Ahrefs for basically all of the link building strategies, and then you can switch to hunter.io for your outreach and to build the links. You can optimize your content. You can use Serve for SEO, although this is a paid tool, or you can use ChatGPT instead. Now, you can monitor your unlinked mentions using Mention, but you can also use Ahrefs if you do not want to add a tool. In my opinion, there are a lot that prefers to use a lot of tools. But for me, what I recommend is choose your tool. So choose what's the best tool for you and maximize it, because SaaS tools or these tools are very expensive at times, and it's just like a waste of money whenever you are subscribing to new tools every now and then. So for me, we only use Ahrefs and Hunter for our outreach, and if you're familiar, Hunter is still on top up to these years. So yeah, that's it for my presentation, and I'm up for questions. If you are interested to try out Hunter, this is the link. And also, if you're just starting, you could actually use Hunter for free. We offer 25 verifications or 25 searches and 50 verifications per month. And all the other tools that we have are free. So you just have to register. And if you have any questions, then just connect with me, and I'll be more than happy to help you out with anything Ahrefs, Hunter, or about off-page SEO. So, yeah, if you have any questions, do you have any questions?
Questions, guys? Go.